Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Commute English Learning Pro. Today, we have a very special deep dive for you.
Yes, a very big topic today.
Right. We're talking about a feeling that many people have right now. It is called AI anxiety.
AI anxiety, that is a big feeling.
Yeah, so AI is artificial intelligence, like very smart computers.
Yeah,
And anxiety means, a bad feeling of worry or fear.
right. Feeling scared because things change so fast.
Exactly. So today, we're reading a short text. In our notes, we just call it the pasted text. The title is AI Anxiety. If you do not keep up, you will be left behind.
Wow, that is a very strong title.
It really is. The text says AI is not just a fun toy. No, it says you must learn it. It is a skill you need to survive.
Yeah, skill to stay safe in the world. Usually we think new technology just makes life, a little easier.
Right, like a helpful tool.
Yes, but this text says no. The time to choose is gone. You cannot say no to AI anymore. So, our mission today is to look at this idea. Why is it changing so fast? What happens if you do not use AI?
And what happens to people who say, I do not want to learn this? Let me ask you, the listener, do you feel this worry?
Yeah, think about your day.
Maybe you read the news on your phone, or you sit in a meeting at work, and you feel like the world is moving too fast. You cannot catch up.
That is AI anxiety.
Yes, exactly. It is that bad feeling in your stomach. The rules of work are changing, but do not panic. Today, we will talk about why you feel this way, and we will share what the text says you can do about it.
And the text says we must look at time. Time is very important here. The writer says AI is not in the future. It is happening right now.
Right now, today.
Yes. And it is taking away the old ways we work and think. The world is very different from 10 years ago. If you ignore AI, you will push yourself out of the group.
Wait, let me stop you there. The text says AI is changing everything. But is it really changing everything, or just making work a little better?
What do you mean?
Well, think about writing. A long time ago, people wrote with pens. Then we got old writing machines. Then we got computers.
Right, word process.
Yeah. The computer just made writing easier. It did not change the writing itself.
So are we just on a fast train track? We see the fast train coming. We know it is fast. And then we just get on the train, right? Is it just a better calculator?
It is very normal to think that. We want to think it's just a new tool, like a calculator.
Because that feels safe.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But the text says no, it is not like that. A calculator does math for you. A computer makes typing easy.
Yeah,
But you still do all the thinking.
right. My brain does the hard work.
Yes. But AI is different. AI can do the thinking for you. It writes the first words. It puts your ideas in order. That is why the world is moving away from people who do not use it. The speed is not human speed anymore.
Oh, wow. So if you say no to AI, you are not just a person who likes old things. You are stepping out of the new world.
Yes. The text says if you say no, the future is too hard to catch up with. It is a big step backward. You leave the place where people make money and do good work.
And this is not just big talk. The text says this changes regular jobs today.
It really does. Let us talk about jobs. The text talks a lot about stable jobs. A stable job is a safe job. You get a good job, you learn how to do it, and you are safe.
That is the dream for many people.
Right. But this text throws cold water on that dream. It says simple jobs are now done by computers. A job that took a human 4 hours to do well, now a smart system does it in 4 minutes.
4 minutes, that is so fast. The words stable job are very heavy here. In the past, if you knew how to do a hard job, you were safe. It took you 4 hours, but it was your 4 hours. Nobody else could do it.
Because you had the special skill.
Exactly. But the text looks at the time. Minutes against hours. This big change in time kills the safe job.
Let us make this easy to see. Think about your job, listener. Think about a very boring thing you do at work.
Yeah, maybe looking at a lot of papers.
Right. Maybe every Tuesday, you look at 3 different papers to write a report.
Yeah,
And it takes you 4 hours.
a long afternoon.
Yes. Now imagine your friend uses an AI. The AI does the same work in 4 minutes with no mistakes. What happens?
That is a big problem for you.
Exactly. If you try to work the old way, you're not just a little slow. It is like you are riding a bicycle, and your friend is driving a very fast sports car.
A sports car against a bicycle.
Yes, you can pedal the bicycle very hard, you can sweat, you can try your best, but you cannot win. The race is different now. The bicycle will always lose to the sports car.
That sports car idea is perfect. It shows how big the change is. And we have a story from the past to help us understand.
Oh, really? What story?
Think about the year 1980. Before
Mhm.
computers were everywhere, people counted money on paper. They wrote every number down. It took many hours, sometimes many days.
Oh, yeah. And if you make one small mistake, you have to start all over again.
Yes, exactly. Then the computer program came. Things like Excel. The computer could count all the numbers in 1 second. What happened to the people writing on paper?
They lost their jobs.
Yes, the job of writing numbers on paper was gone. The job of counting money did not die. It just changed. Because counting took zero time, the workers had to do new things. They had to plan for the future. The computer did not just make them fast, it changed what the job was.
So AI is doing the same thing today, but for every job.
Yes, every job where you use your brain.
So the anxiety, the bad feeling is not just because the computer is fast. The bad feeling comes because your old work is worth nothing now. Your worth must come from new things like making big plans or solving hard problems.
Right.
But knowing this brings a big question. Who is making this change happen so fast?
The text is very clear about this. It names 3 groups of people. These 3 groups use AI very fast, and they make the bicycle and sports car problem worse.
Okay, who are the 3 groups?
They are companies, students, and workers.
So businesses, people at school, and people at their jobs. The text says companies are moving very fast. They change how they make things and sell things. Students use AI to learn things very quickly. Things that took months to learn now take days. And workers use AI to work smarter. They use AI to help their brains. They do better work in a very short time. This is happening everywhere.
And we must look at what happens when all 3 groups do this together. It does not just add up, it multiplies. It grows very, very fast.
Can you explain that? How does it grow so fast?
Well, think about a circle. A student uses AI to learn how to make computers work in just a few weeks.
Okay.
Then, that student gets a job. They use AI to make a new thing to sell in just 3 days.
Wow, 3 days, not months.
Exactly. Then the company takes that new thing and sells it today. Now, every other company in the world must move that fast, too. When the companies, the students, and the workers all move fast at the same time, the whole world speeds up.
Oh, wow. I understand. So it's not just your friend getting faster. The whole world is changing. If you still work the old way, you are not just slow. You are stopping the whole group.
Let us go back to the car and bicycle idea.
Yes, let us update it.
It is more like, imagine everyone around you has a jetpack.
A jetpack. Yeah, a machine on your back that makes you fly in the sky. Everyone has one. Your friends, your boss, your teachers, they do not walk anymore. They just fly straight to where they want to go.
Right, they fly over the traffic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now imagine you say, no thank you. I do not want a jetpack. I like my old shoes. I want to walk.
That is a bad idea.
Yes. You are not just losing a walking race. You are out of the game. You are walking slowly on the ground, in the dirt, while everyone else is flying in the clouds.
That is a very good picture. That is why the writer uses such strong words. If you do simple work the old way while everyone else is flying, you are invisible. The world will not wait for you.
And this big growing problem leads to the end of the text. It's a very strong ending.
Yes, a big warning.
The text gives us an ultimatum. That means you have no choice. The text says AI is not a choice anymore. It is a survival skill. If you do not learn it, you will be left behind. And it says the faster you accept this, the safer you will be.
It is a very cold warning. The writer says learning AI is not for getting rich. It is not for fun. It is for safety.
But, I want to ask about those words. Survival skill.
Yes, what about them?
Well, a survival skill means a skill to stay alive. We use those words when we talk about finding water in a dry place or making a fire so you do not freeze. It means life or death.
Yes, it is very extreme.
Is the writer just trying to scare us? Do we really need AI to stay alive? I mean, if you do not use AI, you do not die. You just maybe get a bad job.
That is a fair point. But let us look at why the writer says survival. The text says you might not find your place in a world run by technology. Think about animals in a forest.
Okay, animals in a forest.
To survive in a forest, you must find food. If the weather changes and all the fruit grows very high up in the trees, what happens? If you do not learn to climb, you do not get food.
You go hungry because the forest changed.
Exactly. Our world is changing. Our forest is made of information, computers, and work. The writer says the bad jobs are gone. Computers do them now. If you cannot do new work in this new world, you lose your job. You lose your money. You cannot buy food. In the modern world, losing your job is like failing to survive.
So it is like reading. Think about a long time ago. Hundreds of years ago, knowing how to read was special. Only rich people and leaders knew how to read. You could be a good farmer and never read a book.
Right, you did not need it.
But then, books became cheap. Everyone started to write laws and contracts. Reading became a survival skill. If you could not read, people could trick you. You could not live a normal life.
That is exactly the same thing. Learning AI is like learning to read. The writer is not saying you must learn AI to be a rich boss. They're saying you must learn it just to stand on your own 2 feet, just to stay in the game.
You learn it so you can control your own life because the world is moving so fast and you need to stay safe.
Yes, action brings safety.
That really changes how I see AI anxiety. The bad feeling is not just being scared of the computer. It is a deep feeling that the world is changing and we are not ready yet.
Yes. And what does the writer say we should do about this bad feeling?
What do they say?
They say we must accept it. The faster you accept the new world, the safer you will be. The bad feeling grows when you say no, when you stand on the train track and close your eyes.
Right. If you open your eyes and see the train, you can learn how to get on it. Okay, let's put all of this together. It is a lot of big ideas. What are the main things we learned today from the text?
First, AI is real, and it is here now. It does brain work very fast. It changes how much your work is worth. The world does not care how many hours you work. It cares what you can do in minutes.
Right. And second, we learned that companies, students, and workers are all moving fast together. This makes the whole world speed up very, very fast.
And last, the text says, learning AI is not a choice. You cannot say no. It is a survival skill. You must learn it to stay safe and keep your job in the real world. Yes, the only way to win is to walk forward. You cannot avoid it.
So, as we finish today, I want to talk to you, the listener. How do you feel about AI? Do you have AI anxiety?
Are you hoping it will just go away?
Are you hoping your safe 4-hour job will stay the same? The text we read today says the best way to stop the bad feeling is to just start.
Yes, just try.
You do not have to know everything today. You just have to decide to learn. Put on the jetpack. Even if you only fly a little bit at first, you will be safe because you are trying.
Yes, it is about taking control. When you start using the tools that scare you, you stop being scared.
Exactly. But I want to leave you with one last thing to think about today. A big question.
Okay, what is it?
If learning AI is just the start, if it is just what everyone must do to survive, then what comes next?
Oh, that is a good question.
Once everyone has the jetpack and everyone is flying fast, what makes humans special? What human skills will help us shine in the future?
That is the big question for the next 10 years. If the computer does the fast work, humans must do something else.
Is it love? Is it knowing how to ask good questions? Is it making beautiful art? Think about that today. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. Keep learning, keep asking questions, and we will see you next time.